Hi dear friends, are we universe literate? Friends, being universe and space literate means having a very special level of awareness to understand and explain this uniqueness and want to go on a tough journey, a kind of mental activity. I will try to use analogies and inductive reasoning to gather as many thinkers do. An analogy is a reasoning method where you find similarities or differences if there aren't any similarities and draw a conclusion from your findings. While we use this technique, we will also try to form broader or more general conclusion from smaller pieces of information. In other words, we will try to use inductive reasoning. Scientists also try to reach conclusions by using these techniques, forming scenarios and brainstorming over them. NASA also uses these reasoning methods during space research from time to time. For example, are there other planets that contain life? We know that creatures on Earth can't live without water. Then let's look for water on other planets. If there is water, there may be life. In other words, similarities between Earth and other planets are researched. We can conclude there may be life on a planet if, like Earth, there is water on that planet. I want to invite you to a virtual life laboratory that I thought of and formed the scenario for using the methods we just discussed. Let's say that, for research purposes, a baby is put into an environment solely inhabited by robots and is run by advanced AI and technology. Let's assume that the humanoid robots are advanced enough to care for the baby, but can still be differentiated from humans in regards of their psychological and emotional aspects. These AI-controlled robots can feed and educate the baby. Let's further assume that these robots are even designed for their specific roles regarding the baby. For example, one is designed to be a mother, like other one is designed to be a teacher, another to be a playmate, and so on. Let the baby grow up in this world. When they grow up to a certain age and forms a certain level of cognitive maturity, they start to question and try to understand their environment. In time, they try to answer the following question. Even though I'm like these beings around me in appearance, when I look carefully, I see that I'm different from them in many ways. We are psychologically and emotionally different. These beings are like each other, but they lack many of the abilities that I have. Even though they are designed as if they have emotions, they don't really feel them as I do. So, who am I? And are there others like me? Friends, this person questions their surroundings and life by comparing and constructing other in time. They reach the truth. But getting to this level takes a lot of time. At first, everything is ordinary and normal because they have only seen these robots. So, in other words, being with the robots has become a routine for them. However, humans have been given the ability to think and question. And as they grow up and learn to think better, it's only normal for them to explore and try to understand their surroundings. Dear friends, the biggest obstacle that keeps our hero from escaping their orchestrated world and reaching the truth is the fact that they have opened their eyes and accepted everything from the start. The humanoid robot mother, robot teacher, and friends, as extraordinary as it sounds to normal human beings, are pretty ordinary for them. To summarize, the biggest obstacle in this life laboratory is the environment that our hero gets used to. And their success comes from their ability to question the beings and events around them and read their environment accurately to reach the truth. Friends, let's use this method of reasoning, in other words, contemplating our surroundings to reach the truth on the world that we live in. You may guess that the biggest obstacle in the way of thinking about and interpreting our worlds is how used to it we are. Are we ready to get over our routines and the ordinaries of our world? In other words, get rid of our monotonous perspectives and read and interpret the world through an extraordinary point of view. Like in our experiment, let's start by questioning ourselves. There are currently 7.8 billion people in our world, and after 100 years, none of them will be alive. And there will be a new 7.8 billion people that weren't alive 100 years ago. So life renews itself every 100 years. From the beginning of humanity, every person that has ever lived on our planet is similar in terms of their physical and biological features. But when you look at the details regarding some features, no one is the same. Like we have discussed in past videos, people's fingerprints, eyes, and DNA are unique for each and every person that has ever lived. So, the fact that while we have a uniform design, we are still unique in details says a lot about the immense wisdom and power in creation. Let's continue to try to reach truth through reasoning and contemplation. Friends, when people make important discoveries or inventions, they want to tell everyone about it, and they generally explain how their discoveries or inventions are used so others can use them properly. For example, the first space telescope is a kind of observatory that collects and presents all kinds of space radiation. It was made by the German Dutch spectacle maker Hans Lippershey in around 1600. Galileo Galilei was the first one to use it to observe the sky in 1909. Both Lippershey and Galilei wanted people to know about helpful inventions and told people about them. The Creator, once the universe created, organizes and rules to know Himself. And He tells us this message through the universe. Know me by researching the universe and my creation. Live your life according to the rules I sent you through my messengers. In turn, He promises us a beautiful permanent life. Isn't this worth thinking about? Dear friends, we will continue to read and interpret the universe through science. Please subscribe to our channel, share with your loved ones, and goodbye.